Hi, my name is Therese Ure and I'm a shareholder at Schroeder Law Office. Oftentimes I get asked, what is a water right? So today I'm going to answer that question. A water right is the right to the beneficial use of water. So it is a use right. The molecule of water is owned by the state. And when I'm talking state, I'm generally speaking about the western states, and specifically Oregon and Nevada, where I'm licensed to practice law. The use of water becomes a water right after going through a process with the state. A person or entity must first apply for the right to use the water. If that application is granted, a permit will be issued, and then water right or water use development can occur. Once that water is developed, there's a process to perfect that water right wherein a certificate will be issued. For more details on the specifics of developing your water use, you can look at the state statutes, rules, and regulations. The elements of a water right. When looking at a water right, it's important to dissect it. So the first element is the source of water. Is it groundwater or is it surface water? First in time, first in right. That is priority. In the western states, water rights are regulated based on priority. So the senior user would receive his water first when there is a time of drought or low water years. So the person who developed their water right first in time, will receive their water first in a low water year. Beneficial use. Beneficial use is the basis, the measure, and the limit of water rights. There are several beneficial uses, and some of the statutes don't even list them all. Beneficial uses include irrigation, stock watering with grazing rights, municipal rights, mining, milling, and others. Place of use. Place of use is the location where the water is going. So if you have an irrigation right, that irrigation is being applied to a specific area of land. If you have a municipal right, that water is the place of use for that water right becomes the boundaries of that municipality. Point of diversion and point of appropriation. The point of diversion is the terminology used for that point where water is taken out of a surface right, or the stream, river, creek. Likewise, the point of appropriation is that terminology where the water is removed from the ground. So for instance, if you have a groundwater well, the water is being taken out of the ground at the wellhead. So your wellhead location becomes your point of appropriation listed on your water right. The rate. The rate is the instantaneous measurement of water. So how fast is that water being diverted out of the river? Or how fast is that water being pumped out of the ground? Volume and duty. The duty is the measurement of the amount of water. So it's not the rate, how fast it's going, but it's the amount. The duty on the water right is usually based on 1 year's worth of water use. Season of use. The season of use changes depending on the type of use. If you have an irrigation right, your season of use is generally the growing season. Likewise, if you have a municipal use, your season of use will generally be all year round. One of the last items to look for on your water right is the conditions. There are various types of conditions depending on the use or the source of water. A type of condition could be placing a fish screen over the intake on your pump. We don't want fish going up that pipe. Likewise, there are conditions to monitor the groundwater decline in groundwater uses. How far will the static water level decline each year in your well? These conditions are also a limit on your water rights, so they're very important to look at. I'm glad you were able to join us today for listening to the elements of a water right. Thank you.